Hello guys, welcome back, and today we are racing at Six Sigma Winery, and I'm racing in the expert field. As you can see, the pro field started in front of me, and I had an expert rider next to me who slotted around. He's my good friend Oliver. He's a senior in high school and races for Red Peloton. As you can see, he took off, latched onto the back of that pro field. I'm trying to do the same, and I'm currently in second position. I'm really excited to race this venue, as we normally race this venue for our interscholastic league. It's Six Sigma Winery, as I said before, and this time we're racing the course in reverse to what we normally do for our high school races, so that will be really cool. Here I try and get around one of the pro field riders just to latch onto that front group. He latches on himself, so that's perfect. I just get right back on his wheel, and then another guy tries to get around on my right, who's part of my category, and unsuccessfully does so. Then here, I haven't been on the mountain bike for a week and a half, or 2 weeks. So as you can see, my downhill, I'm just getting dropped by all these other riders in front of me, which is really unfortunate. I'm kind of getting dropped like a hot stone. I just got to get back used to the downhill. And as you can see here, same thing. You can see the gap here is pretty close between me and the next rider. But then after we start the downhill, the gap just widens so much. And especially on the first lap, just getting used to that mountain bike again takes a little bit of time. So by the second and third and fourth lap, I'm a lot more confident, but this first lap was a little bit rough. It was a little bit rusty for me, technical wise at least. And then up here on the next uphill section that we can see right here, I catch back up to the first place of my category, Oliver, and I ask, hey, can I pass you on your left? Because I can see some riders from our category kind of catching back up to us both. So I'm like, well, I want to make my move on the hill climb section, see if I can reopen that gap from the rest of the field, because I would rather have a group of 2 than a group of 6, obviously. And as you can see, I get around, and you can see the rest of the riders in my field right there. So I'm like, all right, let's put the power on, see who can hold on, see who can't, and make a little bit of a move here just to kind of split up the field even more. And that worked pretty well. It was now just me and Oliver, and we go into this grassy left turn. My coach is yelling some words of encouragement, and this wide fire road section, I'm like, all right, it's kind of flat. I mean, I should be drafting, but it's all right. I know the kid. I'll let him have a draft. And on course, there's a bunch of cows blocking the entire course, and this has never happened to me before. So I kind of go around them kind of close, and that one flinches really bad. I'm like, oh no, are they gonna? I was scared they were gonna like stampede or something, and it kind of freaked me and Oliver out a little bit. He took a much wider line than I did. I think I cut it a little bit too close. But here you can see this is a very bumpy section. We're turning onto a brand new trail that the winery was just building. It hasn't been featured in any race course before that I know of, so it was super cool to ride. If you have ridden the interscholastic courses before, this is on the Champs Rocky side. It's like a little bit of a split off from over there. So here I drop Oliver a bit, but then he kind of comes back at the bottom of this hill, so I'm like, all right, now it's hill, it's go time, it's time for me to put my power down. And as you can see, I'm doing around 450, 500 watts up this. But the gradient keeps on ticking up, and I'm like, oh crap, I thought this hill wasn't going to be as long as it was, because I hadn't pre-ridden the course. But I was like, well, I can't lower the attack now, I gotta just commit and full send it. So I decided to do that, and just watch the gradient as it ticks up 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and it just ticks straight up to a solid 41, 42% gradient, which is perfect for me, because I am all watts per kilogram. Like, my benefit is climb, so that's where I do the best. So I was able to drop Oliver by a good margin, which I was happy with. And then also on this side, there's some super cool trail features. Like up here, you can see they have some wooden bridges they built. I was super stoked to get to ride all this stuff. I really hope they add it to a high school course soon, because it's some super cool features, and I think all the high school riders could handle it. And it was really cool to get like a sneak peek at what else this venue is offering and hiding that most people don't get to ride. Finishing my first lap, I was solo by myself, and now my goal was like, alright, let me see if I can latch back onto that pro field in front of me, see how many riders I can pick off, because it would be kind of cool to pick off some riders in that front pro field. And I'm able to get closer of a gap. As you can see up on the hill, you can see some of the pro field riders climbing up, and I'm like, okay, so I'm almost there. I just need a little bit of a push. And I know my teammate Finian's up there too, so maybe if I get up there I can work with him or help him or something like that. I don't know. I thought it would just be cool to catch that pro field group, you know, the next group on the road, even though I'm currently in first in my category. So then up here, I see Finian was right ahead of me before this descent. So I'm like, alright, let me full send this descent to try and catch back up to him. And then here, rounding this corner, I see he pulled off. He DNF'd, and I'm like, oh no, what happened? So apparently, he messed up his back from a crash from a road race very recently, and I put him in a flip right here. You can see he's in the red Peloton kit, and just kind of chopped and falls. It was a brutal crash, and it wasn't too bad. It was just a lot of road rashes and some tweaking in his back, but luckily he's okay now. And then this part I wanted to highlight, because if you've raced the Six Sigma course before, this is the first climb after the start. I'm just doing it in reverse because the course is reversed right now. And I thought this was a really cool thing to get to ride backwards, because you never really get to do it during a high school race, even on a pre-ride or something, because everyone's going the opposite direction. And it kind of sheds new light on trails that you've only ridden in one direction. And then here I'm rounding that same grassy corner as first lap. I'm by myself, and my coach yells at me, hey, where's Finian? Because he was wondering. And I'm like, oh, he DNF'd, which is unfortunate, but, you know, if it's really hurting, it's fair. It's what you have to do. And as you can see up here, the cows finally moved off the trail, which I was very happy about. And then up here to my right, I see my teammate Zane, who's racing in the sport category today, and I give him some words of encouragement to just keep going, keep pushing. He did really well this weekend. I was really proud. I believe he got second place in this category, which is really impressive. This is now starting my second lap. I'm now just seeing, can I hold and catch any of those pro field riders ahead of me again? I'm a little bit more fatigued and tired now that it's second lap. And then here I clip a tree, hit the right corner of my back, and I almost like crashed. It was gnarly. Luckily I didn't crash, and it wasn't too bad. It was just hurt in the moment. And then up here I see my teammate Zane to the right again, and he was closing the gap to first. So I was like, let's go, keep the power down, you know, keep going. And then up here's, I'm starting my third lap, and I'm just like, alright, I'm just gonna go full gas to the finish. Let's see what we can do. And we end up getting first by, I believe, 3.5 minutes to second. As you can see, I was very happy with that result. And since this event was hosted by a winery, I got some wine that I got to bring home, which was really cool. Thank you, Repack Racing, for putting this race on, and I'll see you guys in the next video.